Hey guys, Andrew Retentive Gamer here. I just recently finished playing a 3DS game that I wanted to give a quick, little recap and review for and everything. It's not going to be a big drawn out review, it's just my little personal thoughts and opinions on The Legend of Zelda, A Link Between Worlds. Now, to let you guys know ahead of time, I am a Zelda fan, however, I didn't start playing Zelda until the GameCube age. Yeah, I know. I'm a bad fan. But at first I just couldn't get into it. I don't know why. Maybe it was because at the time I wasn't much in for the exploring. I was more in the, a game, jump on a bad guy's head, keep going. The simple shit. But when I finally did play, and I'm probably going to get another slap from the fans in this one, but I liked The Wind Waker. That was the very first game that I played, was The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker. And I loved it. It was great. After that, I started wanting to play more, so I played Twilight Princess. And I loved that one. Then I got my hands on Ocarina of Time. I played that one. And those are the only ones I actually did play. So I didn't play a lot of the Zelda games, but I played the good ones. I know I'm missing great ones like A Link to the Past, Link's Awakening, the original Zelda. I actually have the original Zelda. I'm playing it right now, and it's just as good as the other ones. There's Skyward Sword, Majora's Mask, the Minish Cap, Four Swords and Four Swords Adventure, and the two DS games, Spirit Tracks and Phantom Hourglass, which take place after Wind Waker, which I really want to play. Anywho, I finally got to play this one, and literally I purchased it on the fact of it being a Legend of Zelda game for the 3DS, and the fact that it was going back to the classic Super Nintendo type of how games were going, which were great and very, very enjoyable. Now, this game has a lot of nifty new features and a good story, and I'm just going to plow through the nifty features and a real quick summary of the story. Vanti, a new evil magician or whatever, has come to Hyrule to capture all the sage's ancestors to bring back Ganondorf, which there's a big twist in between that story, but I will let you guys finish the game to find out on your own. Now, this is a new Link, not the same Link from A Link to the Past. However, he wakes up and he works for a blacksmith who he's always late for. He goes to the blacksmith, and the guy that they're serving forgets his sword. So you're tasked on traveling to this knight, finding him and giving him back his sword, which you do, and this is when you meet the knight. And that's where you meet Vante, who traps you in a painting. Now, before this, you met a nice little rabbit friend who came into your house, asked you if he could stay at your place, and gives you some weird old bracelet. This bracelet is what actually saves you from Vanti's spell of putting you into a painting, and gives you the ability of one of the best abilities in a Zelda game. I thought it was just a simple little gimmick to make you want to buy the game, and oh yeah, you can go into the walls and you're only going to do it a few times. No, the whole picture going into the wall thing is used for the entire game, and it's fucking awesome. I mean, you get to go through walls and everything. Some of it's just to get treasure, and some of them to solve some great puzzles. Some of it is, there was this one scene I need to get across the river, and I'm like, gee, how the fuck am I going to do this? I can't swim. So, I actually spent the 10 play coins for the ghost, who told me, if you turn into a painting and go across the wall, duh. And I still had times where I got stuck. I'm like, how am I supposed to do this? Until I accidentally hit the button. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I forgot I could do that. Now, in order for that to work, you have a stamina or a magic meter that allows for how long you're allowed to be in the wall. If it runs out and you're still in the wall, you will be automatically shoved out. Now, if you're over a cliff or anything and you get shoved out, you're falling to your death and losing part of your heart. This rabbit guy sets up a shop in your house that allows you to purchase any of the items you need from the very beginning. So you don't have to go to a specific dungeon and play that specific dungeon to get an item. You can rent all the items at a time. And once you complete the first 3 temples, you can actually start buying items from this guy, which if you're a very skilled player, you don't need to do at all. You don't need to, because you're like, well, I'm never gonna die, so I'm gonna keep them. If you're not that skilled of a player like me, I had to purchase all the items. Once I did, it was fun. Having the items does kind of suck, though, because if you die in the middle of a dungeon and they're only rented items, he takes his shit back, like kind of a dick. So you have the choice of starting back from the beginning of the dungeon or going back to your house to re-rent the items you need. Hopefully you've got enough rubies at the time to do that. That's why buying it's just a lot easier, so we can't take your stuff away. There's a lot of nifty secrets in the game. There's one thing where you're supposed to help this octopus creature find all her babies. Every time you find 10 of them, she will upgrade one of your items. The only item I actually fully upgraded was the Master Sword to 2 levels. I wasn't able to find the red tunic, which is just supposed to lessen damage you take, which would be nice. The bosses in this game were throwbacks to all the Zelda games. They were really fun. I really didn't die on any of them. The last boss is very challenging, not hard, but very entertaining and great. This game has a lot of cheek humor to it. It's, you know, never looked this good before. It's really great. Looks beautiful on the 3DS, especially with the 3D turned all the way up. It's just phenomenal. You know, like I said, there's a twist to the story that I do not want to spoil, but it's a really nifty twist that you wouldn't have seen coming. The writing for the story is pretty good, and I will agree with Game Trailers, IGN, and GameSpot and all this. This is one of the best Zelda games that we have had in a while. The fact that it gives you so much freedom. Now, they did lie. It gives you freedom, but there's a couple instances where you need a specific item, like gloves to lift a rock, or flippers to allow you to swim, to get to other places. If you don't have those, then you won't be able to go where you want. But basically, 90% of the time, you can go to any dungeon you want, and you can complete them in any order you want to, which is a freedom that we haven't had since the first ever Zelda game on the Nintendo Entertainment System. But, you know, other than that, I give The Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds 10 out of 10 Triforces. This movie is just... I said movie, my bad. This game is just really great. It's a good game for the 3DS library. For anyone who's a Nintendo Zelda fan, it's a must-buy. People say, oh, it's almost $40. No, the $40 is worth it. It's not a piece of crap like Resident Evil The Mercenaries 3D, which is good, but it's not worth the $30 price tag since you can't delete your save file, and you freaking... You know, it's really hard and everything, and all it is very short. You can beat it all and everything, and I'm not going to get into that now, because if I don't, I'm not going to stop rambling about it. I will make a video about that in another time. But, anyways, yes, my recommendation, like I said, 10 out of 10 Triforces. Buy this game. It is great. The art style is beautiful. The new mechanics are amazing. The freedom is very enjoyable. Good story. And I really enjoyed playing this, and I hope you do too. Thank you guys. Like I said, give it 2 thumbs up, and I will see you guys later.